All right, traders. So, this is my trading setup. Although I didn't get in on this trade at the right time, price has already moved to the upside already. But and this happened in the morning actually. So, but right now I'm actually anticipating to buy this market. Okay, so this is gold at 5 minutes. So I want to actually let you know what price is actually doing right now. So you can see a bearish movement to the downside, which means price respect this demand zone, right? Then we can see that price has already swept liquidity. So since price has swept liquidity below there, price has moved all the way to this 15 minutes supply zone. Yeah, so this is a 15-minute supply zone. Then after that, if I move down to 5 minutes now, so what is price doing? So price has already tapped into this 15-minute supply zone, and I'm anticipating to buy this market, right? So at 15 minutes, price has already make a market shift. Okay, it has made a market shift to the upside because price was actually coming down and it has broke this high. So it means that price has broke this high and it has given us a market shift. So and this is the zone that actually make this market shift, right? So since we have that market shift, I'm anticipating price to retest this 5 minutes demand zone before I take a buy to the upside. Yeah. So right now that is what I'm looking to trade. Okay. So if price doesn't come all the way down here, I'm not buying this. I'm not going to enter this trade. Yeah, I'm not going to enter this trade. So and eventually if price eventually come to this entry here, then I'm going to be targeting this high. So and that is going to mean more like I'm going to enter around here, my stop loss below here. Then I'm going to set my take profit around this zone. Yeah, that is what I'm actually anticipating right now. So let us see how price is going to react at this zone because you can see that price is currently struggling to push to the upside, and that is because of this 15-minute supply zone because there is so much reaction that is going on here. Okay, so I'm hoping that price should just come all the way down here. Yeah, because this long week has actually signified that there is a selling momentum around there. Okay, so there is a selling momentum around there. So if price eventually come all the way down here, then that is going to be a valid point of interest for us. Okay, so let me just check few things out again. So this is my Fibonacci tool. Okay, so you can see that this is my Fibonacci tool and it's not advisable that I buy at this zone here. So and this is just the best price. This is the best area that I can buy this market. Okay, so let us see how this is going to this is how this let us see how this is going to react here. Then that is when I will know if I'm going to trade or not. All right, price eventually take me out. Okay, price eventually take me out, and really this setup I was initially I was looking to sell. I was looking to sell price, but in fact while I was looking to sell the price, I was expecting price to pull back to this area here and to take a sell to the downside. But right now, what actually gave me the conviction that price has shifted to bullish is that let me just clean up some things right now. Okay, so I see that price has moved all the way above this previous lower high, and Yeah, price has moved all the way below above this high. So that simply means that if I'm going to enter this trade, okay. So okay, so let me just look at this, okay. So now I'm now refining my strategy, right? I'm refining my strategy now. So I think this is where I can potentially look for a buy setup. In fact, I think the price is moving already. Yeah, price is moving already. So in the first trade that I lost the trade, that was $10 loss. So right now price has all came all the way down here. Price came all the way down here. Then liquidity has been swept as well. So liquidity has been swept. It's just price doing its thing actually. Price is just doing its thing. So I'm not in control of price. I just believe that this is going to work out. Okay. So I have my liquidity sweep. Price has already shifted from bearish to bullish. So price tested this demand zone. Then I believe that price is going to push to the upside now. So let us see how this is going to play out. Okay, let's see how this is going to play out. And I think I just need to, because price has already retest this, or is it that price is still going to the downside? I don't know. I'm not sure, but with what I'm looking at here, price is potentially moving to the upside. In fact, this is the point at which price moved to the upside. As price shifted to the upside, yeah. So this is the point price shifted to the upside. Yeah, exactly. So price is actually moving to the upside now. So if I enter here, my stop loss will be below this zone. This is almost $16. Then okay, let us see how this is going to play out. Okay. All right, traders, you're welcome back. So this is the result of this analysis. And one thing that I noticed about this trade is that really trading is boring, man. Trading is very boring. Like, and one of the things that I also learned in this trade is that um, one of the things that I learned in this trade is that I didn't wait for my setup to come to my entry point. Okay, and I actually know the reason why. Yeah, I know the reason why I entered early. I know the reason why I entered early because I firstly entered around this zone. I entered around this zone. Okay, so I think I placed my stop loss below this zone, and eventually price took me out. So normally, after I have this market shift right here, because this is 5 minutes, right? After I have this market shift that has formed right there, I am supposed to wait for price to come and retest my supply zone, my demand zone rather. So, but I didn't wait for that. But eventually, I already know that price is coming all the way to my demand area here to retest this zone, and I set my stop loss around this zone, and eventually you can see that price respected this analysis. It's just that I have not fully mastered to wait for my setup to fully formed. Yes, that is one of the things that I learned in this trade because price like price will not forget its footprints. That is it. Price will not forget its footprints. And this is something that I believe that I'm learning right now. I am learning. And in fact, I also think that I also put into consideration, okay, I put into consideration trading with higher time frame, okay. So if I have a demand zone at my 15 minutes, okay, if I have a demand zone at 15 minutes, okay, where is this trade? Okay, this is the trade. So you can see what price eventually did, okay. Price make a market shift here, price tank up, price move all the way up, and price come all the way down to respect this um, demand area before price move aggressively to the upside. Okay, so if I had taken this trade, I would know that okay, I'm trading my trading plan. Okay, but eventually price didn't, price respected my strategy, but I was not able to take advantage of this move. So traders, I believe that I'm still learning. I'm learning, and I will try as much as possible to be more disciplined, to be waiting for my right setup to fully formed. Yes, I'll be waiting for my setup to be fully formed, and while I am waiting, I think I'll just fold my hands. I'll just fold my hands and be looking at chart like this, like a boring guy. I think that's what I am going to do. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So this is the report of my trading. Okay, so this is the report of this trading. So I believe this will also learn from this as well. So trading with supply and demand. Trading with supply and demand is actually working. It's working well. It is just the aspect of waiting for the setup to form before we enter that trade. So I believe that this video is helpful to you. I'm going to see you in the next video.